All right, welcome back. We'll be continuing from our previous video. So for you to follow along on this video, you need to refer to the previous video to be up to speed with what we are trying to achieve. Okay, now towards the end of the last video, we actually inspected our browser to see what was happening, and we found out that some effect became unexpected. Okay, that's a way to put it. And I thought it wasn't applying correctly. Our style wasn't applying correctly, but it happens that it is actually applying correctly. Okay, so let's see our CSS code. Now we are saying that these classes, elements that belong to these classes should have this applied to them, okay, by default. Okay, now for our mobile device, which is on landscape mode, okay, we are targeting just the element that has this mobile. Okay, we're not targeting all, so we are saying that it should change to green. Okay, which pretty much happens. If I refresh and come here, resize. Okay, this is green. Okay, this is like a landscape size of our normal device. Okay, I could probably, I don't know what's happening to my inspector too, but I should be able to do this with my inspector too. Come in here, responsive, and it should work. Okay, so on let me make use of a mobile. Let me simulate a mobile. I see now on landscape mode, what we are saying is that on landscape mode, you should apply green background and black and white text to every element that has these classes. Okay, and we are saying that when it's on a landscape mode, when it's on a normal mode, which is portrait, all this will be applied. Okay, when it's on a landscape mode, we are saying that the element that has this .mobile class, or this mobile class, should have a green background color and a white. Okay, so I know probably you're saying that there be a need to target this. Okay, so let me make changes now. I'll see C8 C8. Okay, this should give me something like gray. Okay, and I want the color to be black. Now this makes more sense. Okay, so I'm saying is this. That's two. F8. Just playing around colors here. Oh, I left my semicolon out. Okay, so we have our style applying now. Okay, so let's go. So I'm saying on a mobile view, on a normal portrait mobile view, I want this color to be applied as the background with the black text. Okay, so that's happening here. I went further to say that when it's on a landscape mode, target just the element having this mobile class. Oh my, we come here and you see the first div is the one having the mobile class. Okay, I'm saying target it and give it a background of green and a text color of white. Okay, let's see if that works. Portrait, and you're seeing it has a green background of white with our default style applying to every other element. Okay, so now coming here, I'm saying that when it's on a tablet device size or tablet width, okay, when you are viewing from a tablet device, this set of style rules should be applied to div that has the tablet class. Okay, so let's target that now. uh, tablets. So it works. So this is us simulating, as though we are viewing from a tablet device. If you see here, this is the width, okay? This is the width we specified. This is 768. Now on 768, what we said is that, coming back here, 768, we are saying that the tablet should be a yellow background. If you check, this is the second div. If we go back to our browser, you see that that's yellow background on a minimum width of 768. Okay, so it's working very fine. Now let's see our desktop device, which is our normal device size for this screen I'm recording with. I am saying that the background color should be this color, which I don't know the name, C8C8FF, okay, and it should have a black text. Okay, so that is this div that belongs to the desktop class. Okay, so I come here now and come to responsive mode. I'll drag, and you see when we got here, you see the color changed. 1017. Here I specified 992. Okay, so this is saying on desktop devices upward. Okay, so a minimum width of 992 upward. So 1017, okay, px falls in that range. That is why this style rule is applying to this guy. Okay, so by now you should know what's happening. Okay, so let's quickly go back to our page, and we want to quickly get our sketch on board. Okay, we want to quickly reproduce this. Okay, how do we do this? Okay, this takes us to grid. Okay, takes us to grid. Now we want to implement a grid view. My page being on grid view means it is divided into columns. When this concept is used, it makes it easy to place content on a web page. Okay, so I can move content from left to center to right, okay, depending on how I define my grid view. Okay, it is important to ensure that all elements, HTML elements, have the box sizing property set to a border box, which we did here. Okay, already did this. That's very important because it ensures that the padding and border are included in the total width and height of the elements. Okay, so let's implement our grid system. What happens is that when you define an element, I'll get rid of this. I'll get rid of this. Still me. I'll get rid of this. I'll get rid of this. Okay, so we have our media queries, specified as a mobile view, right? Okay, we have a div, and this is called, let me make this HTML5 element called main. Okay, this is main, and I want my main to have a width of 100%. Now follow me. Main element selector width 100%. What I'm saying is that main should take the whole of the screen width. Okay, that should be its width. Okay, so every other element I create within main, if I specify their width using a percentage, you can do that using different units. Okay, like px, em, and the rest of that. Okay, but using a percentage makes it more flexible. Okay, that's why we are choosing to use a percentage as our unit. We'll get to understand why as we go. Okay, so the most popular form of grid layout out there is a 12 column grid. Okay, so what this means is that you divide the entire screen width into 12. Okay, so you have into 12 columns. Okay, so which is 100% divided by 12. Okay, so that's what you do. So each column, the smallest unit of the screen width has to be 1/12. It has to be 1/12 of the screen size. Okay, so let's get going. All right. Okay, let's go. Let's do the calculation together. Open my calculator. $100 divided by 12 equals 8.33. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll copy this. This represents 1 unit. Okay, I'm dividing 100 by 12. Okay, so I want to create special classes for these guys. Okay, I'll say .col. Okay, with the percent. All right, yeah, you got me right. This is what I just did. So I'll say 1. Okay, 2. In fact, I could make this 1 line for clarity. Okay, am I doing something wrong? 2. I'll say this times 2. 16. See, let's do this fast. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have 12 columns, and all these will have to sum up to 100%. Okay, so I'll say 3 times 3. Then this will be okay. I'll copy this. Sorry. What is the inputting value, man? Okay, so I want to get is right. Okay, so let's go. In fact, I reduce this. So it's easier for me to calculate. Okay, so let's go now. 8.33. I'm not your perfect math guy. Okay, so do this together. Okay, come here now. 16 point times 3, 49.98k. Alright, I will just go ahead and say plus 16.66, 64.64, okay, plus, oh my, 64.64 plus 16.66, 81.3. Plus 16. What? I got something wrong. 64.64 plus my 8.33, 72.97. That should be the next. So let's see. Plus 1.3 plus 89.63k. $97.96 or 97.96k. Now I could have easily calculated all these values and then just copied and paste for you to see, but with experience I know that even the most basic of things could confuse some learners. Okay, so I tend to do everything on screen, almost everything on screen, so that you see what's going on. Okay, 106.29, that's the next value. 106.29. Are we correct? No, we are not. We are above 100% already. Wow. Okay, this is the fun part. Well, I have to start calculating again. Okay, all I'll do is let's do this. 8.33 times 3. Copy value, copy, okay, times 3 is supposed to be 24.99 times 4 times 4, 33 point times 5. I'm so sorry, I realize that this is actually boring. You know what, immediately after this calculation, I'll have to cut this video short so that we'll continue from there on another clip. This is already getting too long. 8.33 times 8 66. It's 0.33 times 9, 74.97, 74.97. That's supposed to be easy. Okay, 8.33 times 11, 91.62, 91.63. 8.33 times 12, 99.96. Okay, so and this is what we've obtained. Okay, so I've successfully designed 12 columns. Okay, we say our column should be 12. What we just did is saying that the width of that div should be 99.96, which is about 100%. Okay, so this is the highest width a div. Okay, this should be applied to div. Okay, this is the highest width a div should have. Okay, so this is basically what the foundation of your CSS grid. Okay, so let me just do a brief demonstration on how this will work. Okay, I'll come here and I want to state that we learned the attribute selector the last time, and I told you to be useful. Okay, so making use of that here, I'm saying every element that has a class starting with this should be flex, should display flex. That should be the display. Okay, so let's see how that turns out. So I'm saying div col1. Okay, from the class col1. Two. Okay. Three. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm correct. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12. Okay, so let's see how this turns out. display flex. Cool. Sorry. Oops. This is already default. Okay. And you see something is wrong somewhere with something is wrong somewhere. Let me apply a color. See, it works. Does work. Let's see. I want to apply a this is one troubleshooting technique you could learn. Border 1px. This will apply border to everybody, so I could see what's happening with them. Solid black. Okay, so everybody has a border now. Okay, now we could see that we have the sizes, various sizes being applied to all of them. Okay, what I want to do is I want to my I was supposed to specify my flex property on this element, so this would not behave like flex items. Okay, so that's what I'm supposed to do. So I'll come here, main, I'll say display flex. Okay, so that's how flexbox works. You target the parent and the children, takes up the flex behavior. Okay, so all right, so that's why we're having what we're having now. Okay, so this is not accurate for what we want to achieve, but this is a start. Okay, so I will want to get rid of this and do this this way. Reasons best known to me. I say float z right now, left. Okay, float left. Okay, so this is working better now. Okay, all right, stay tuned for the next video. During the next video we'll talk about how to achieve our mock-up here, our sketch. Okay, so we actually took a lot of time trying to debug and also trying to get this calculation right. Okay, so I believe we understand what's going on now. We divided the column into 12. That's 100% divided by 12, and we assigned values depending on the column class specified. Okay, so if you are saying col/2, now we are saying this column should have a size of 2, so we have to multiply this by 2. So we are saying column col3, we are saying that this should be multiplied by 3 and that the width should be applied to this. Okay, so that's how we got to arrive at these values. Okay, so you could pause the video and try it out on your own, understand what's going on before you proceed. Okay, so because of those who I wouldn't like to leave behind, I took out time to get this done so that you see it being done. Okay, I would have been able to just copy just do it offline, copy and paste it here, and but just to avoid confusions. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video, and we would get to building our layout. Okay, thanks very much for your time. Thank you for staying with me through this tough time. Make sure you share this video, like, subscribe, and see you next time.